Welcome back to Learn PHP on Code Academy. We're in the Booleans and comparison operators section. This is else-if statements. So far, we've been writing conditionals that can only handle one condition. If that condition is met, we do one thing, otherwise we do something else. This only allows us one or two courses of action, but programs can be far more complex. Consider letter grades on a school assignment. If the grade is less than 60, it's an F, or else. If the grade is less than 70, it's a D, or else. If the grade is less than 80, it's a C, or else if the grade is less than 90, it's a B, or else it's an A. We can write conditionals with multiple if statements using the else-if construction. The computer will continue through each condition until it finds a condition which is met or gets to the end, whichever comes first. Let's implement our letter grades example in code. Here we have grade is assigned 88. If grade is less than 60, echo you got an F, else if grade less than 70, echo you got a D, else if grade less than 80, echo you got a C, else if grade less than 90, echo you got a B, else echo you got an A. In the code above, grade has a value of 88. The computer will check each condition until one is met and run that block of code. When it gets to the condition grade less than 90, it evaluates to true. That code block executes and you got a B is logged to the terminal. Notice that the order of our conditionals is important. The grade 55 would satisfy the condition grade less than 90, but it meets the condition intended for it, grade less than 60 first. What if the else-if statement were in a different order? Then that would mess up our whole if-else chain. The code above will output you got a B to the terminal since the computer will run the first true condition. We need to take care when constructing our conditionals that they have the outcome we want. Note, you may encounter the keywords else if with a space separating the two words. In many situations, else if will work the same way as else if. Since else if works more universally, that's what we choose to use. Let's practice writing some else if statements. 1. You're going to write a function to determine the likely genetic relationship between two people. Write a function, what relation, that has one number parameter representing the percentage of DNA that two people share. Your function should print the likely relationship as a string. We expect the number passed in to always be an integer from 0 to 100. Here's how it should calculate the relationship. 100 should print identical twins. 35 through 99 should print parent and child or full siblings. 14 through 34 should print grandparent and grandchild and uncle and niece nephew or half siblings. 6 through 13 should print first cousins. 3 through 5 should print second cousins. 1 through 2 should print third cousins. 0 should print not genetically related. Let's do that now. Let's run that. We do pass. 2 says test your function with several inputs to make sure it's working as expected. Let's do that now. Let's run that. Semicolon. We do pass, and we do get parent and child or full sibling for both of those, which is expected. For the number 2, we're third cousins, and 0 would be not genetically related. So it looks like it's all working. So what we're learning here, else-if statements. It basically allows us to chain our if-else to have more conditions to check. And how this worked is basically first it's the if, and then after that we continue with else-if, chaining them together until the end where we would have our else. Make sure to pay attention to the order, because if we're to flip this, we might arrive at a condition before it's checked other necessary conditions. So just make sure to pay attention to that when working with conditionals, especially else-if statements. Once you feel comfortable enough with else-if statements, I'll see you in the next lesson.